Elliot Page, formerly actress Ellen Page, came out this week to announce that she is transgender, meaning that that's the last time I'll refer to Elliot Page as she. Elliot Page is now identifying as a male. And of course, we respect that. We respect how Elliot would like to be referred to. And honestly, there's really nothing much to it other than that. Respect people, respect how they'd like to be identified, and move on with your life, because it literally has no negative impact on your life to be a kind and decent human being and acknowledge someone's truth. With that said though, Ben Shapiro, of course, has to throw a temper tantrum over something that, again, in no way impacts his life negatively. So here he is pretending like he doesn't care about this story as he's throwing a temper tantrum.
Now listen, Ellen Page can identify however she wants, I don't care. Really, it makes no difference to me. She is an adult human. She can do whatever she wants. It is a free country. However, it being a free country, I am also free to point out that Ellen Page is, was, and shall remain a woman, because Ellen Page is in fact a woman. Now I'm happy to call Ellen Page Elliot if she wants to be called Elliot, because people change their names all the time, and you can in fact change your name by declaration. You cannot, however, change your sex by declaration or your gender by declaration. That is not how this works. There is no other area of life in which people simply declare themselves to be a thing and everybody goes, oh, okay. Right, an objectively verifiable thing.
He just said one, the name, that's another area.
Okay, all right, whatever.
He's a very serious intellectual gladiator, and you will bow down before his logic.
I just don't get why he cares. Like, why does it bother him so much? Like, his beef is so 2016.
I think,
right, like the grift. I should say the grift. The grift is so 2016. Like, you already rode that wave, Ben. You got to find a new grift now, homeboy. I get it. Like, you're kind of petering out. You're looking for something new. You can't really find it, so you're like, ooh, let me tap into the old stuff that made me kind of relevant among right wingers. But people are like literally losing their businesses right now. They're going hungry. Their family members are dying. I think most people at this point realize that just being a kind and decent human being is better than focusing on being hateful toward the transgender community. Like, our focus and our priority right now should be, hey, what can we do to help our fellow Americans during this time of crisis? But no, Ben Shapiro is like, I gotta make money, I gotta get paid, so let me pretend like this is the issue that Americans need to be hyper-focused on. It's disgusting and pathetic, and I don't know, I can see right through it.
I think that you're speaking from inside of your bubble, because you're a progressive, you're on the left, and leftists in media see the problems out there and they fill the span of their show trying to figure out how to solve those problems or advocating for people or policies that would. But the right is doing very well when they're supported by billionaires. And so they gotta fill the time somehow. They don't want to acknowledge the issues, the economic issues, COVID or anything like that. So I guess something about Elliot Page, I suppose we'll do 10 minutes on that. But I think you're right that he's stuck in 2016 in a couple of different ways. One, I think that this is their last, if they want to be relatively mainstream, which Ben Shapiro wants to be, they miss being able to just openly attack gay Americans, and they feel that they can't really do that anymore, but they feel a little bit safer in this area.
Yeah.
Attacking trans, it feels like attacking gay people, so they'll do this as long as they can. But also, I think Emma criticized him on Twitter saying like, this is not why conservatives watch your show. And I don't know a lot of young conservatives, but I imagine I don't think most conservatives are as obsessed with the transgender community as not just Ben Shapiro is, but virtually every single right-wing commentator is obsessed with the trans community. I used to tell a story about, I was doing Larry King, and I was on with a conservative, and I used to not say who it was, but at a certain point when you attack the trans community over and over again, I don't care about it. So it was Michael Knowles. I was on with Michael Knowles, and we were backstage, and I only, we introduced ourselves, we talked for 3 minutes. Nothing was going on that had to do with the trans community, and he just brought it up.
Oh, really?
We were sitting backstage, and he just brought up trans people.
You guys,
I was sitting there like,
they creep me out.
What is wrong with
these
this person?
Guys creep me out, okay? Like, it's just weird. It's weird. It's so strange and weird.
So
like,
weird.
Why though? Why? Why does it bother them so much? I don't. And also, it's kind of amazing to me. And it's not just right wingers. I feel like there's just general, I think the general public seems to like be completely misinformed about the difference between gender and sex. Those are two different things. Your biological sex is one thing, your gender identity is something completely different, right? For most people, your gender identity does align with your biological sex. But in the case of, Elliot Page, he identifies his gender is male. Great. That's it. That's where the conversation ends. Who cares about it? Like, why are they so threatened by it? Anyway, after having this little meltdown where Ben Shapiro's pretending like this doesn't bother him and he doesn't care, he then does something even creepier. He's so creepy. And I don't want to give too much away. Let's watch.
Elliot Page declared that she is now a man, okay? But she also declared that she is a queer man. Now, this is confusing because if she were a queer man, this would mean that she is attracted to men, which would technically mean that she's a straight woman, right? Because if she is an actual woman attracted to men, this would make her a straight woman. But we know she's not that because she was a lesbian. So how is she queer? She's a white straight male. So here is how Wikipedia tries to sum this up. You ready for this? According to Wikipedia, in January 2018, Page publicly announced his marriage to dancer and choreographer Emma Portner. So this means that Ellen Page is a gay man married to a woman, according to Wikipedia, which makes no sense at all, like in any way, shape, or form.
You're so creepy, man. Who cares? Who cares? Like, it's so, how awkward is that? How awkward is that? He's doing it on camera.
He's trying to become a real boy right before our eyes.
Just stop talking about like sex-related things. Like, just stop.
They don't
so
know.
Awkward and creepy. He got all flustered too when he opened up that Wikipedia page. He's like stumbling and bumbling. He's like,
because he might see images or something that he's never seen.
Relax.
The lights are on and everything. Well, it's saying here that the clitoris is a female sex organ present in mammals, ostriches. That's not hot. I don't want that part. And other animals. The visible portion, the glands, is at the front. That's what it is. If you're watching this right now, Ben, understand that that's what you just did effectively. Like, you're having sex ed via the internet while everybody watches you. And I don't know if that's like a kink thing, like you like to be embarrassed in front of a live audience. I don't know. And if you are, that's fine. You know who would be totally cool with that? Anna and me, and I don't know Elliot, but probably Elliot too. We're okay with that. But that's fundamentally the trans community. I don't know exactly why it drives the right-wing communicators so insane, but part of it is a willingness to think about yourself and wonder how you fit with society and whether the box that society tries to put you in is the one that you actually want to be in, and having the courage to, knowing that society is going to attack you and trolls like him are going to attack you, to say, no, this is who I am. There's like 7 things in that they can't imagine experiencing. And they've never had to because all the boxes lined up for them.
I don't care, and I mean this with love, okay? I don't care who anyone is sleeping with other than my husband. That's it. Don't care. Don't care. I don't care if people are sleeping with non-binary, male, female. I don't, like, it is creepy. It is creepy to pull up his Wikipedia page, Elliot Page's Wikipedia page, and get into like details about partner preferences and what, like, just, that's all I really want to get across. I know he'll eventually see this video. Ben, stop being creepy. Just stop being creepy. You gotta find a new grift. It's weird, it's uncomfortable, it's awkward. Okay, if you wanna be rude and you refuse to refer to people the way you wanna refer to them, do you? I think people are expecting that at this point, okay? People expect it, you're not some sort of victim because people disagree with you. That's how discourse happens in this country where you're supposed to have free speech. You're not a victim if people protest you. That's also part of free speech in this country. But I'm just trying to give him real advice. It is creepy. You don't look, like, politics aside, personal preferences aside, biases aside, all of that aside, just like the very nature of how he talks about these issues creep me out.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.